Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good night. I'm Howard Brock. I'm at the HeroClix Cafe, and we're going to talk HeroClix, and then we're going to do an auction. And I hope I sound Southern, because I am. Anyway, good to see everybody. Good to see you, my buddy Dennis and Rockhead Judge. He's at Gen Con. Um, Aaron, how's Gen Con going? You have to chime in. Right now, if you're listening to me, I am live on Oxit, where we'll be doing our auction. We'll be doing two brick breaks in about a little bit less than 30 minutes. We're going to be opening up Avengers 60 and a Spider-Man booster. I'm sorry, brick tonight. I'll go over the details of that. I mean, people are asking me what the bounty is. We'll go over that in just a minute. I'm wanting to talk about other things first while we got time to do that, and then I'll show you guys what we got in prizing, which we'll be adding to also before the auction starts. What the bounty prizing in, and it is getting quite tall. In fact, I will show you that a little bit. This is all the pricing for that for the bounty, because it's been developing every week, and it just keeps getting taller and taller and taller onto my table. Anyway, the so we'll be doing that in a little while, and I'll go over everything that's in there. Um, if though for those that were here last week, I think everybody knows that we had some tech issues. I got somebody to help me with that. We found out what the problem was. Um, we had let me move something around here so I can see a little bit better. If you guys have questions or anything that you want to say, um, we are live on Oxit in the HeroClix Cafe. We are live um, on Facebook at Lucky Dice Cafe Facebook page, at the Rock Facebook page, and we are also on YouTube. Um, so you can, and after, if you see this and you can still Facebook, I know I'll let you replay, and YouTube also saves the streams there if you guys want to go back and listen to me over and over and over again. If you just get bored, you know, need something to get you through the night, whatever, you can listen to me over and over again. Anyway, uh, the tech issue was actually on my end. We had something trying to download on the computer. It was trying to do an update at the same time that we were doing a stream. Therefore, um, what? Sorry, I gotta look at this. This is my daughter. Okay. Um, we had. It was trying to update while we were streaming last week, which ate up our bandwidth. And I hope and pray that you guys are seeing me just fine now, and that everything is good, and that we don't have any choppiness or any delays. Um, and if any of you guys are watching, I would appreciate a shout out to tell me and let me know that the stream is going really good. Dennis, if you're there, which I hope you still are, I would appreciate you throwing out something saying that everything's good. Aaron, you, anybody that is, yep. Well, there's my tech guy telling me that everything's good, sounds good, looks good. Of course, it looks good. It's me. uh, anyway, we solved the tech issues. He came. I had him come over the house, and Aaron says it's crystal clear on Facebook. I'm so glad. Last week was so. We had the worst broadcast tech wise, and we had the best bricks that we've had since we've been doing this. It was crazy. It's like, oh my God. And I mean, I kept trying to tell people what they got. I'm all excited. I've got this Ultra Chase there, and people, and I don't know if they're seeing or hearing me. And it was just awful. So last week, if you didn't know, we gave out an Ultra Chase. We had an Ultra Chase and a Chase and some super rares in one brick. The Ultra, was of course, um, Mephisto, and then our next brick, we also had a Chase. And for some reason now, I cannot get into the HeroClix Cafe. I was in there and I accidentally hit my keyboard. Now it's not wanting to let me back in. Don't know why. It's done this to me a few times. It goes circular, so I'm gonna jump out of there. So I'm not able to see anybody talking to me at the moment on Oxit. Hopefully that will straighten itself up. I can see everything just fine. If you talk to me on Facebook or on YouTube, everything is just fine. I can see it. But I reached down, bumped the keyboard. It took me out of Oxit, and now it's not wanting to let me back in. Now I don't know why that happens, but it has happened to me before, and I just gave up when it was occurring and came back later on, and everything was just fine, like it was never a problem. So like right now I'm in Oxit. The app just loaded again, and of course I can go on my phone, which if I'll do, so I can at least see the chat. Um, and just as I was telling you guys, there was no tech issues. The tech issue pops up. All right, so I'm gonna go on my phone and go into Oxit, and hopefully that'll be just fine. Let me see here. I'll put that down in front of me. I like it on the computer better because I'm able to look straight ahead, and also my phone times out sometimes. So I'm now back in. So if you guys want to talk to me, hold on. Got some bleeding over. So let me do that and hide my video. If you guys need to talk to me, I'm going to put this right here where I can see it. If you guys have something to say now on Oxit, I can see it on my phone, and I'll try again in a little while to get back on it. So for you guys that don't know it, there is a way to go into Oxit on your PC. It's BlueStacks, and 98% of the time it works just fine. The 2% that it doesn't is right now. And what you do is you go into BlueStacks, and then you download Oxit, and then you click it just like normal. And its functionality is whether you're a buyer or a seller, is just like if you were on your phone. I like it better because I can type on a keyboard. I can see everything a little bit better. It's not small, yada yada yada. There's not the Oxit app is meant as a phone app, and it works just fine as a phone app. But it needs to be. They're working on things, and eventually it's going to be a phone app and a computer app. Especially as a seller, I think that Oxit is really good. Like Aaron right now, he's at Gen Con, so he maybe he gets some convention exclusives, gets some things that he wants to sell, and he's able to jump on and do an auction real quick on HeroClix Cafe or wherever and start it, and it's really good for the individual being able to load things. But me, when I'm doing auctions, most of the time I'm not listing one item, I'm listing multiple items. Therefore, I need the computer, and trust me when I tell you that through BlueStacks using Oxit and listing a lot of items, it's a lot easier than using the app. And again, I'm not downing the app. I think the app is great. I think you just need both. I think you need to be able to go on a PC and look at things and blah blah blah. So this is Gen Con week, and we'll talk about Gen Con. I am leaving to go to Gen Con early morning, meaning in a few hours. So I'll be there for a good, if not all, a good part of Friday. I'm going to be staying. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm not going to play like I usually do. Usually I go to Gen Con and I'll sit there and I can play. I've also run events at Gen Con before. Back before there was a WizKids presence, we worked with somebody says, Jagger is asking why can't view items. You should be able to click view items, or you should be able to swipe your screen from the right to the left and be able to see the items. Okay, somebody just told him to swipe left, and he's seeing them now, and I guess he is happy. And if he's happy, I'm happy. So anyway, back to I'm going to Gen Con. I am excited about buying things at Gen Con. I'm sure I'm going to play some. I haven't looked tonight, but I'm going to look to see what's still available. There may not even be anything available. which means I would be relegated to doing some battle royals and stuff. Um, the only I haven't built any teams, had any time to think about building any teams, and I was not excited about the way Nationals is being run. They ran it the same way last year. I didn't like it last year either, but last year I kind of gave them a pass because um, they had not been there in a while and they were trying to get going and they were limited space. That excuse doesn't fly with me this year. I want to see Nationals the way I'm used to seeing Nationals and Worlds. I want to see lots of players and we playing in a big tournament and having it limited to 64 people and playing in pods of 16. I don't know, man. It's just not. It doesn't feel like a Nationals tournament. It feels like I don't know what it feels like. It doesn't feel like Nationals to me. I like some of the side tournaments they're doing, but they were very limited on space. Therefore, they sold out. I would have played in Pulp if I would have had a chance. It's I'm excited about Pulp for many reasons. I'm excited because I like the play style. It's the first real real new format that I'm real excited about. And I mean, we run Silver Age. We've also developed back in the day before WizKids was even doing any other formats. We were doing Rock Age, and we had, I don't even remember all the stuff we had, but I remember Rock Age was very popular. And we fooled around with a lot of different things, including 400 points. And the 400 points didn't fly so well, which is when we tried to run 400 points, people wouldn't play it. It had lower turnouts. And Modern Age has always been the best. But I think, Pauper was real popular for a minute. I think it's kind of cooled down. But I think the new hotness is Pulp. I think Pulp will take off. I have plans on Pulp. I'm talking to WizKids. I have a kids program to use Pulp. And that they want new players, they want kids, they want youth. I have a plan. And I'll be talking to them about that pretty soon. Real excited about that. I've been putting thought into a kids plan and doing something with HeroClix for years. And Pulp is really something that I think that we can do that with. Now, I don't know, man. I don't know about 400 points silver. I don't know that it's going to be that fun. I just think that it sounds fun, but I think you're going to see reduced people. You're going to have people are outspoken that want it, but they're a minority, not a majority. But we'll see. So what have I been up to? I'll tell you what I've been doing the last few days. I do this all the time, and Aaron will probably laugh. But I'm always reinventing the wheel. And if you come into Lucky Dice Cafe and you look at the way I do things, it's always constant change. It's like our stores, it's morphing all the time. I'm always adding something, moving something, taking something away, improving, modifying. And right now I'm in the midst of a lot of morphing. What am I doing? I'm about to move my entire POS system. I'm about to move my food into the back. I'm about to open up more area for tables. I'm about to redo the way that it looks in there. I've got a grant that I'm working on with Wizards, and I'm redoing what we call our war room, which is where we play our war games. I'm putting in new tables. I'm putting in a new floor. I'm doing stuff to the walls. It's going to be real nice. I'm doing something that I'm not going to say that I'm the only store that's ever done this, but I've never seen another store, never heard anybody talk about it. But I'm putting in tables in my war room, and they're going to be adjustable. And what I mean by that is we come up with a way, and I don't know, they're either they can be moved by pins. We're looking at that right now, or crank, or even electric. Electric would be real nice, but I don't know if I like the cords running everywhere. The crank is really the way to go. But anyway, So what am I talking about? So when you play war games, most people have these big tables and they're standing up. Okay, everybody, if you're gaming, you know what I'm talking about. If you're playing GW, if you're playing some of the other war games, you're sitting there and they're taller than normal. So the problem with that is it makes the tables where you're not able to utilize them for anything else or hardly anything else because people that play TCG games or even HeroClix or other games, they want to sit down, they want to relax, and they want to sit there and play in a normal seat on a normal table, so on and so forth. So we've always tried to make the cafe flexible to where we can move things around and adapt to whatever we're running at a time. Those tables always create a problem. The guys that came to the Rock Cup know this for a fact because I removed all my wargaming tables and put them in the back of a box truck that I got and replaced them with folding tables so we had more room, more play for everybody. Well, what these tables that are going to do that I'm putting in, what they will do is they will actually lower and they will go up to height. So if you're wanting to sit down and play, you can crank the tables down to the level that we're used to, or if you're 7 foot tall and you're playing somebody else taller and you don't want to lean over, you can crank that table up very high to where it's comfortable for you to play if you're playing a war game, and you can stand up and play. So that's something I've never seen in stores. I've been looking at what everybody else does, everything from handmade, wood-looking tables to I've seen some lower tables where you can sit down. I've seen everything. I've seen big tables with stuff on the side. We're going to do a standard size table that you can go up and down on, and I think it's gonna be neat. I'm very, very, very excited about that, and it's something that next year on the Rock Cup, those guys when they come, they won't have to move tables around. We'll just adjust what we got and maybe move them around, and they'll be able to just sit down and play. And so it's more versatile, which is what I want in the store. I want everything to be versatile so we can adapt quick, move quick, adapt to whatever's in. If I got 200 Yu-Gi-Oh players in there, I can make it where 200 Yu-Gi-Oh players can play. I've got that much space. So anyway, I'm doing that. And like I said, we're moving everything around out front. It's going to be a lot different. We're very close to being able to do that. I'm about to bring in some more product. I'm also about to. Now this is interesting for HeroClix. Now I've got over $200,000 of HeroClix listed on eBay, and I've got another 100 to 150,000 that we're currently working on to put onto eBay. I got a lot of HeroClix. A lot, and I've got reserve HeroClix, and I got reserve behind reserve. We're well vested in HeroClix. That and some other product we put on eBay. Well, it's still going to be on eBay, but I'm about to do a marketing campaign. I've been taking some classes on marketing, and we are about to start marketing locally, but we are going to be marketing globally, domestically and global. We're going to end up putting all of our HeroClix and all of our product onto our website, and you'll be able to buy direct from Lucky Dice Cafe and not through eBay, HeroClix, and anything else. But they'll also at the same time be listed on eBay. So if you remove if something sells on eBay, it removes it out of the store. If something sells in the store, it removes it out of the store. If something sells online, it removes it out of both places. So our inventory is always correct. And swipe left. Do what they said. They're telling you right. Just swipe. Go to the right side of the screen and swipe to the left, and you'll be able to see everything. So anyway, we're about to push the brand, and I'm honestly probably going to change my website, and we started off as Lucky Dice Games. We used to sell on eBay as Lucky Dice Games. And that was the name that I wanted. My wife, when she decided we wanted to open up a brick and mortar store, she wanted a cafe, and I had no problem with that because it was actually I brought it to her and said, we need to put food, be a little bit different. So we did do that, and we became Lucky Dice Cafe. But it can be misconstrued. People don't really understand what we are. I mean, if you're looking for gaming and you don't think maybe Lucky Dice Cafe is a game store. So I'm going to go back to Lucky Dice Games. I'm not changing the name of Lucky Dice Cafe. That will still be our brick and mortar store. But online, when you go to our website, it's going to say Lucky Dice Games, and our eBay is going to say Lucky Dice Games, and then we're going to start branding, pushing that for people to come, and it'll make more sense. And it might even say Lucky Dice Games by Lucky Dice Cafe, whatever. But we got a pretty good brand, and we're going to start bringing the product to you guys where you can find it and order directly from us, streamline everything, and it's going to work. It's going to be great, and that's what we're working on right now. So I'm doing this all at once, and Aaron's just shaking his head. I know that he is because he's seen me do these things before. Usually I get one or two wild hairs and I just go for it and get it done. And right now I've got 3 or 4 wild hairs and we're doing them all at once. So I know he's sitting there shaking his head and grinning because he knows me. So that's what's going on. So next week, moving on into next week, we got about 3 minutes till the auction is supposed to end. Next week I'll give you a recap of Gen Con. I'll tell you what I did. I'll tell you what I saw, and tell you tell you a little bit about Gen Con for what I did for the 3 days. So Aaron's talking right now. He says, "Just remember to listen to me when you ask for advice." No. When did I start? When did I ever do that? Anyway, I do listen to you mostly. Not all the time. I don't listen to anybody all the time, except my wife. I listen to all the time. Didn't always do what she said, but I did listen to her. That was just part of being married. So anyway, we'll give you a report on Gen Con. Now, since we got a minute till we start, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over. Well, first of all, let me say this: we haven't set what the booster figure is going to, what the bounty figure is going to be tonight. And for those that don't know it, what we'll do is we'll pick a bounty figure before the auction starts. We're starting off with Spider-Man boosters, of course. So some super rare in that set will be the bounty figure. If you win a booster and the bounty figure is in your booster, you win all the bounty prizes, which is all this stuff right here, plus what we add to that. Now, I have not named what that's going to be yet, and I don't want to name it yet. Well, so don't worry about that. Nope. Somebody said Spider-Nor. I'm telling you, don't worry about that just yet. Before the auction starts, I'm going to trick you guys. I'm doing something different than what I've done before, and we'll choose a name. So don't worry about that. Just don't worry about that at all. It's going to be a little bit of a trick for tonight. Anyway, but for now, which is since we're coming to the end, I'm going to go ahead and show you or go over what we do have. So everything that I'm about to mention, plus whatever I add here in just a minute, this is the bounty prize. So I've got a map here I've got Ultron's Lair. It's a 2-sided map that we got, I think, for the release day event. I've got Rim on Death's Door, and the reverse side of that. I don't remember where we got that one at. I think that was X of Swords. Then I've got a Avengers 60 sealed legacy card, another Avengers 60, another Avengers 60, another Avengers 60, another Avengers 60, another Avengers 60. All those are legacy cards from Avengers 60s. Then I've got a Spider-Man Beyond Amazing legacy card. Then I've got an open legacy card, Red Shift. Then I've got another legacy card, Wonder Woman. Then I've got a complete set of team-up cards, Black Canary from Justice League Unlimited. Then I've got a Invisible Boy from Fantastic Four Future Foundation, super rare. Then I've got a Mad Thinker Prime from Future Foundation also. Then I got another legacy card. This is another Wonder Woman. That was the first really cool Wonder Woman, Kingdom Come Wonder Woman from Unleashed way back in the day. Then I've got a Griever from Fantastic Four Future Foundation. Then we got Whitechapel, Sheriff Whitechapel from Ex's Storyline OP. Then we've also got Captain Avalon. Then we've got Feynman. And then we got a bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to bring all the figures out, but I've got a Murmasa Blade from X of Swords. I've got a Doctor Doom Legacy card from Fantastic Four storyline. I've got a Chase Star-Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I've got a Maelstrom from Captain America. I've got a Scarlet Witch from Avengers. I've got a Rival Prime from The Flash. White Hope Phoenix from AVX. Vartox from Superman Wonder Woman. Doctor Doom again from the storyline. Then I've got a complete set. They're not all together, but I know I got a complete set of Flash team-up cards from JLU. I've got a Firelord Legacy card. I've got a Modem from, what was that from? From Ultron. I've got an Airwalker Legacy card. I've got a Mole Man Legacy card. I've got an X-23 team-up card. That's the rest of the Flash right there on the team-ups. Then I've got a complete set of Green Lantern team-up cards. Then I've got a Lockjaw from, what was that? That was Black Panther or Avengers. I don't remember which. And then I've got Martian Manhunter, a complete set of Martian Manhunter team-up cards from JLU. Then I've got a complete set of Batman team-up cards from JLU. Let me turn this sound off, guys. It should have been muted already. Didn't know that was on. All right, so then I got a complete set of Batman JLU. And that's it for now. So we're going to add to that. So let me put all this back in there. Then I'm going to see if BlueStacks will let me back in Oxid again, because that would help me out tremendously. And then I'll check my phone if BlueStacks doesn't let me back in. I got this big dice tray here. Oh, I know one other thing I didn't mention. It was in the bottom. There's also a pair of Lucky Dice Cafe dice. It's our brand new dice that we haven't even started giving out in the store. I've had blue dice for like 5 years, and they're real pretty. I can show you one of them if I can find it. I might have just buried it. Oh, here's one of them right here. So that's I had the blue dice, and we're almost sold out of those. And this is the new one, and it's a red. It's a red die, and so it says Lucky Dice Cafe. People that are familiar with our pictures on eBay, they'll see those pair of dice, the blue dice. We use them as a prop when we sell, and also to protect our picture rights. So we're going to red dice. When we run out of those, I may go to another color. I may just leave it red for a while. We initially wanted red dice, to be quite honest with you. And we went with Chessex at that time, and Chessex didn't have them in stock. So we ended up with blue ones, which are pretty and people love, but we ended up with the red ones because we couldn't get the red ones. So we've been blue. Okay, I still can't, for whatever reason. Let me see what happens if I do it this way. Open. Open. Won't let me do. For some reason, I'm kicked out of the cafe as and it happens to, and I actually own the cafe. I actually own the room, but it won't let me back in there. I don't know why. This has glitched on me a couple times. I'm sure it's something to do with BlueStacks. I was in there earlier and it won't let me back in. I just tried one more time. It's just going. When I click to go in, it kicks me back out. So we are isolated to the phone. So let me see what's going on. If you guys have anything to say there. Looks like the auction ended. No, that's not those dice. Those dice, when he says those dice, I know exactly what he means. Those were rot dice, not Lucky Dice Cafe dice. So we had some infamous dice in rot one year that were that anybody that's played in rot for a long time is very familiar with, and we had normally the logo goes where the 6 is at. This particular year, we had the logo go where the 1 was at. So when you rolled what people were used to being double 6s, they were actually rolling a 2. And it was very confusing. People were very, very confused. The ones you saw, which one did you see? I'm talking to Emperor Joker right now. You talking about the red ones? I just popped up the red ones. Unless you're talking about the new dice that I'm bringing in, the silicone dice. No, that we don't have those yet. That's not. They're not. That's not what these are made out of. So I've got a new set of. I've got new dice. Yeah, those are silicone dice. I've got some new dice coming that are really, really, really neat. They're made out of silicone and they're D&D dice, and we're going to be selling those in the store pretty soon. All right, so let me get my chat back up to where I can see everything. And then the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add to, so I guess James Stover, I'm talking to him on, I don't know what platform he's on, but he's either in Lucky Dice or Rock or YouTube. He's got Booster 910. Miguel says, hey, I'm doing well, Miguel. I hope you are. Good to see you, buddy. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start adding to the prize pool. We'll do that first. So that's Avengers 60. So the first thing that we'll do is I'll take the legacy card off the brick of Spider-Man and put that in. And then I'm going to go over here and we're going to add some things. I'm going to add an Apocalypse card. Now this is not the Apocalypse card, but it's a legacy card, LO59, to the pile. So we'll put that in there. We're also going to put an Emperor Vulcan super rare into the pile. Guess I should put the figure with the card. I see something else I'm going to add. And then I'll add one more thing after that. As soon as I find Emperor Vulcan. Where are you? I mean, everybody else but him. Where are you? Where are you? If I would have picked any other card but him, I would already have this done. What the heck? Maybe he didn't make it down here, but I do know he's supposed to be here. Anyway, I'll just go with the card for right now. And I'll find the figure later. I may have it upstairs. But there's an Emperor Vulcan. Oh, is that him? I found him. All right, cool. Emperor Vulcan goes in the pile. And then I'm going to add a Mr. Terrific from Rebirth. We'll put him into the pile. And I think that should do it. That makes us, that gets us even more than what we already had. And now let's talk about what is going to be the bounty tonight. the first bounty anyways. So we're going to name, it's out of Spider-Man Beyond Amazing. That's the first brick that we're going to open up. Just some coffee. Any open slots tonight? The auction just ended. Now that's another guy from my store. The auction just ended, so if everything's gone, then it's gone. Yeah, you just missed the auction. Blue Rhino says it's okay. You just get to keep your money. You never know. Last week it would have been. Last week I don't think anybody. I think everybody wishes they would have been on stuff last week. It was crazy, and you never know. I don't know if we can repeat last week or not. That was the best pulls that we've ever had. All right, so here's the deal. This requires participation. The first, and you can't repeat it yourself, but the first super rare from Spider-Man Beyond Amazing that is named in the chat 3 times. Not yet, Miguel. I will be. The first one, the first figure that's named 3 times is what it's going to be our bounty. So begin. Name. If you want to do it, put your Spider-Nor in. Put it in now. There you go. I got a 1 for Spider-Nor. I need 2 more to get a Spider-Nor. Green Goblin. I need 2 more for a Green Goblin. Spider-Nor. Green Goblin. Iron Spider. Need 2 more for an Iron Spider. Spider-Man Nor. Spider Supreme. Okay. Somebody says Spider-Man Nor. All right. I got 2 Iron Spiders. I got 2 Spider-Man Nors. Iron Spider. I got that is it. Iron Spider is the bounty. If tonight we pull a if your booster has a Iron Spider in it, you win the bounty. All right, let's open this up, and I'll get everything marked, and we'll start cracking. Miguel asked me why am I not at Gen Con? Because I had a lot to do here at the store. I'm not as excited overall about at least HeroClix at Gen Con this year as I have been in past years. Last year I was very excited. I went there for the whole time because it was back and I wanted to play in some events, and I did, and I had a good time, and it was great. I don't like the changes to the Battle Royals. I liked it better when Battle Royals were on demand and you didn't have to buy tickets to each time slot. I don't like the way Nationals is being run. I thought it was okay last year. I don't like the size of the side tournaments. Last year they did these things because of space requirements. I understand that. I just don't like it, and I wasn't excited about it. And I've also heard some people complaining about pricing. I'm not really bothered by the pricing, but I just really wasn't very, very pleased with everything. I hope that changes. I am excited about Worlds. I will be at Worlds the entire time, but as far as Nationals goes, I wasn't very motivated, so I decided to pass. And that being said, I still need to go to Gen Con and represent the store. I still have some things that there's things I want to purchase. I want to purchase con exclusives. I want to be able to I want to play a little bit. I'll probably play some Battle Royals. If I would have liked to play in the Pulp, but I think it's sold out. I don't think that I'll be able to play in it. So bottom line is I'm going to leave early morning tonight, or late tonight, early in the morning, however you want to look at it. Hopefully to be there in time, close to opening or just after opening tomorrow. Get my badge, play tomorrow, go to the hotel room, spend Saturday and Sunday there. And there's other things that I'm wanting to buy besides just HeroClix. I'm wanting to visit. I want to buy some Carnivale. I'm wanting to visit the Lorcana section and get a demo for Lorcana. I'm wanting to. There's several things that I want to look at, and and buy, and we like to buy convention exclusives from other games also. So I'm anyway, that's bottom line. All right, so we're looking for an Iron Spider. I will open these up one at a time. If I see something to get excited about, I'm going to ask you guys to tell me to let me know that you got the booster. And anyway, let's get this show on the road. Booster number 1. Good luck, everybody. Booster number 1. All right. Looks pretty generic. I can tell you that right off the bat. We've got Kraven the Hunter Rare, Shocker Uncommon, Daredevil Uncommon, Aunt May, and Venom Common. I remember the day when Venom, just any Venom, was like pretty big money because they didn't make very many of them. The very first one I think was in Critical Mass, and I think that that was the only one there for a long time. And it was actually a pretty good Venom, not play-wise, but look-wise, it was a good Venom, and everybody wanted it. And it brought pretty good money back in the day, and still sells. All right, so booster number 2. Booster number 2. All right. Somebody, let's see, we got Symbiote. We got a Symbiote, that's a Prime, right? No, not a Prime. We got a Symbiote. We got a Silver Sable Uncommon. We got a Miles Morales Common, Sandman Common, and Black Cat Common. So we are still looking for the bounty figure, still looking for our first money piece out of the set. I'm sure that you guys wouldn't mind not winning the bounty and me pulling a Carnage Silver Surfer. Now, if I pull a Carnage Silver Surfer and the screen goes black and I'm not anywhere around, I don't know what happened. More technical difficulties. And I don't know that I really had that Silver Surfer. That Carnage Surfer. Just saying, if that happens, just, that it just could happen. I don't think it will, but it could happen. All right. All right, so we got our first super rare for the day. We got a Doc Ock super rare. We got a Beetle rare, Shocker uncommon, common Hydro Man, and Matt Murdock common. All right, that was our first super rare. Let's see if we can do better than that. Doc Ock is actually good though. I really haven't seen I haven't seen a high placed meta team, I think, with him yet. I know, but I see the potential. I've seen he's really fun to play and can be aggravating to play against. All right, so now let's go to booster number 4. All right, we got a Spider-Man common, Hydro Man common, Hand Ninja uncommon, Speed Demon uncommon, and a Morbius rare. Before I open up the next booster, because I can't look at Oxit. Okay, just trying to make sure that nobody is asking me anything. All right. Next year's Worlds at Lucky Dice Cafe. Who's with me? That'd be awesome. But Memphis is good. I like Memphis. All right, so now we go to booster number 5. Still looking for an Iron Spider. And we got a common police officer, common Spider-Gwen, again another Hand Ninja, uncommon, Spider-Woman, uncommon, Bombastic Bagman, which it's a figure that I really like. I like the very first Bombastic Spider-Man that they made. I don't remember if that was Amazing Spider-Man or if that was Web of Spider-Man, but he was fun. I mean, he basically, if you killed him, he blew up and did lots of stuff. Booster number 6. He was broken, yeah. When we played, we had HCO, which was HeroClix Online for a little while, and you could get and Bombastic Bagman was one of the figures that you could play online. All right, we got a common Jonah Jameson, Mary Jane common, another Hand Ninja, this time a common, Mr. Negative uncommon, Doctor Strange, another, which is a good play piece, rare. All right. Still looking for that big piece. Booster number 7. No chase. No prime. No bounty. Well, that's about to change. So, who has booster number 7? Shout out to me. The bounty proves if you have to wait, if you want me to name the bounty prize pool, it would take me, I don't know, a good 10 minutes. So who has booster number 7? So we named Iron Spider. Now, when we named Iron Spider, we meant the Iron Spider Super Rare. We didn't mean the Iron Spider Super Rare and the Iron Spider Super Rare Prime, because there's 2 Iron Spiders. And this one that we pulled right now, we pulled the Iron Spider Prime. So I didn't even think about the being 2 names, but I'll do what the room wants me to do. If you want, this is an Iron Spider, but I thought we were doing the Iron Spider Super Rare, which I did say pick a Super Rare. This is a Super Rare Prime, but I mean, it's like a double divvy. If you guys want me to give it out on this one, I'm more than glad to do that, and that would be, and whoever has this would get the prize pool. But that really wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. I was looking for an Iron Spider, but I was looking for the Iron Spider Super Rare. But I'm okay. You guys tell me what you think we ought to do. So I got a Scorpion Rare, Matt Murdock uncommon, Moon Knight, and Mary Jane common also. Let the pool grow. Give it to him. I'm about to use my Rock Judge. Yeah, that's what that's exactly right. I said it's always been a Super Rare, not a Prime, not a Chase. I think it should be the Iron Spider. Personally, I think it should be the Iron Spider Super Rare, not the Iron Spider Super Rare Prime. You're right. Primes have never been the bounty, and now they have chases. All right, so good news is you got the Prime, whoever had booster number 7, but which is a good pull. But I'm not going to do you're not going to get the bounty, because that's the way we've always done it. It has always been the Super Rare, and I just think that's what we intended, and that's what it should stay at. So we're still looking for an Iron Spider Super Rare. All right, so that was booster number 7. Congrats on the Prime. Let's see what else we can get out of here, and who knows, maybe we will pull the Iron Spider Super Rare also, which would be cool. I really want to give the bounty away, although it's getting huge, the bounty prize. I think I don't know how many weeks it's been. It's 5 or 6 weeks now, and that's never happened before. We've been doing this for a while, and it hasn't. We've actually, in the first brick one, a few times won the bounty right off the bat. So we got a Lizard, Rare, Spider-Man uncommon, Aunt May common, Moon Knight, and Black Cat common. I'm not flying Miguel. I'm driving. It's not that far. It's just 6 hours. 6 or 6.5 hours to Indianapolis. It's not that bad. I don't fly very often. I mean, I will fly, but I mean, anything within 10 to 11 hours, I'm going to drive. Anything outside of that, probably going to fly. I don't mind driving. What I do is I I like to listen to books, and so when you're in the car, I get to listen to. Usually, when you make a 6-7 hour drive, lots of times you can listen to the whole book, or you get to hear it on the way back. So, all right. So in booster number 9, we have Billy Clubs, we have Daredevil Rare, we have Prowler Uncommon, Silver Sable Uncommon, Spiderling Common, Mac Murdock Common. So that was our first object for the night. Last chance at an Iron Spider. Last chance at a chase. I don't know if we'll get a chase with the Prime being in there, but I have seen it. I think that based on what we pulled so far, there should be at least a super rare in here. So booster 10 should be good, I think. And nope, no chase. Some good figures, but I don't think we did. It wasn't fantastic. All right, but we did get the super rare. So you got a Venom Thanos, good piece, and you got a Mysterio rare, a Rhino uncommon, Bullseye common, and Sandman common. So not bad. I like the Venom Thanos, good piece. So that was, whoa, get back in there, Sandman. That was the Spider-Man brick for tonight. I'd say it was okay. It wasn't fantastic. Of course, we got spoiled last week, so now we're wanting to pull 3 chases every night and ultra chases and primes and everything else. And if we don't get that, then we're disappointed. So now we're moving on to Avengers 60. And we're going to do the same thing again. We are going to, well, let me add the prizes in first. Avengers 60 Legacy card going in, sealed. Then let's add some more stuff over here. The reason that I kind of wanted this, that I want the bounty to grow is I'm trying to keep a variety of, trying not to put something in there twice. So I keep having to come up with more and more things to add into the prize. So we're going to put a Destiny. This girl used to be on every team back in the day. She's still, I think, pretty good, but we're putting a Destiny Legacy card. But the Brotherhood used to have free movement. So she was great, and she a prob with super senses, free movement that didn't count towards your action total. It was great back in the day for her as a prob, and she wasn't very many points, so you hated to even attack her, because if you attacked her and you killed her, that was great, but you didn't even get that many points. So she was really good, and she was on a high percentage of teams back in the day when we were playing uncarded. All right, so we got her in there. Let's add a. This was one of my wife laughed every time she saw this piece, and because of the name, so we're gonna add him in there also. Deakin. Maybe that's D, and he's a Ken. Maybe he's a Barbie, future Barbie or a Universal Barbie doll or something. But anyways, Deakin, and she used to laugh because she'd call him Dickin, and so he's just dicking around or whatever. So she thought it was a funny name. So we're adding him in as a prize, and then I've got another super rare right here. Let's add in. Something I wanted to add. Where did she go? That's her. I just got to find a card. So we're going to add in a Big Boss Hill also. There she is. Add a Secret Worlds Battle World. And we'll add that in. And that should be enough for right now. Let's open up. All right, so before we do that, let's establish what the bounty figure is going to be. So we're going to redo it all over again. And again, I'm looking for the first super rare, not prime, not chase, to be named 3 times. Start now. Out of Avengers 60, I need a super rare. First figure to be named 3 times. Come on, guys. Throw it out there. We need the Jeopardy song music playing right now. Star brand, Star brand. I got 2 Star brands. A 3rd Star brand will... There it is. That was fast. All right. So Star brand is what we are looking for. If we pull a Star brand, you win the bounty pool. And the bounty pool is massive. And that's what we'll be doing. All right. So let me get these all set up. Now, if you guys are wondering, what I'm doing is I'm numbering them. And I like to number them now. I used to do it when I cracked them. I think it was slower doing that. And then I also, because I'm talking and because I'm doing things with my hands, I sometimes would mislabel them. And I'd have to go back and fix it. And this way I don't have to worry about that. It's all done, and I can look at the numbers I'm calling on. Now, sometimes I would call out the run. I would forget what number I was on too, and call 16 twice in a row or whatever. This way, that doesn't happen, or it shouldn't anyway. And I got the last 2, 19 and 20. So now I guess we're looking. I guess the 2 pieces that we want to pull, the first one would be Mephisto, which we pulled last week. And the second one would be Dark Phoenix, or Phoenix, right? That would be that's the 2 top choices of what we want to pull. So let's try to do that. Let's try to pull one of those. And here we go. Starting off with booster number 11. Good luck, everybody. We are looking for Star Brand for somebody to win the booster pile, or the bounty pile. All right, so what do we have here? Ghost Goblin's good. All right, so we have a Screaming Mimi, the Beyonder Uncommon, Bats. Now, Bats is actually pretty good. If you guys haven't make use of Bats, if you have a range team and you do the right placement, you can use Bats on 2 or 3 figures sometimes. Captain Marvel, common. Winter Soldier, common. So I like Bats. Bats is the way, what WizKids did is you can't perplex damage anymore. So the way to get around that is enhancement and empower. That can get your damage up again. All right, so booster number 12. I think this is kind of funny, because this is the figure that I got in here is what you guys usually name. They usually name this figure as the bounty prize, and y'all didn't do it tonight. So we got a Hammer, super rare, Doctor Strange, rare, the Beyonder, uncommon, Jessica Jones, common, Bowman, common. Miguel says he lost his girlfriend. I was going to marry with the other first child 28 years ago to the day, Miguel. You told me this story before, man, and I'm so sorry. I guess that's something that's a lifetime of carrying. But is this at like 28 years ago today? So that's booster number 12. Now we're going to 13. On October 17th. Well, like I said, I can't imagine. Losing my wife was totally devastating, and I think about her all the time, of course. I'm sure you do the same thing with yours, but I think losing a child would be like the ultimate pain. I just can't imagine Just, I don't even want to imagine losing one of my kids. All right, so we got Ultron Rare, Thanos Uncommon, Jessica Jones Common, Ant-Man Common, Hydra Agent Common. Still looking for, we are looking for our bounty. Hopefully we'll get it tonight. We are definitely due. I understand. All right, so this is booster number 14. I don't know who's going to be more excited, whoever wins the bounty or me giving away the bounty. All right, so here we go. We got Quasar Rare, Misty Knight Uncommon, Hellcat Uncommon, Vision Common, Stinger Common. Yeah, I think I want to start the thing over again. I like that it's built up so much. But I want to start it over again. It's outgrowing. Right now, it's outgrown the dice tray. Then the next thing it's going to do is take over the table. Then it's going to take over the room. Then the house. And who knows what. All right, booster 15. Come on, Star Brand, where are you? All right. Who has booster 15? I need to know. I'm not going forward until somebody claims booster 15. So speak up. Booster 15. Who has booster 15? Come on, guys. All right. Jager has booster 15. You're going to be happy. I'm going to tell you what it is last. You got an Iron Man common, Spider-Man robot common, Grandmaster uncommon, War Machine rare, and boom! Star Brand. You got Star Brand. You have the bounty, pal, my friend. You won. Congrats. You get everything in the tray. Everything in the tray. Everything that we mentioned earlier. It's all yours. All yours. Congrats. Let me write that on here. Man, it's been 5 or 6 weeks. 5 or 6 weeks building this up. Hope you're excited. That you won a pile of stuff, man. It's for those that. All right, so I can go ahead and open. Do you want me? Let me look at. Do you want me to open up the legacy cards, or you want me to send them to you the way that they are? I've got. I got a pile. We can stop right here, and we can. Yeah, he's been lucky the last 2 weeks with chases and bounty. I think he's HeroClix Cafe's #1 fan at the moment with the stuff that he's winning. So my question is do you want me to open up these legacy cards that are in here, or do you want me to just send everything to you the way they are? And I'm going to show everybody what he won because I want to go over it one more time. I'm going to show it to you, and then I'll open up the legacy cards if he wants me to. If he doesn't, all right, so he wants me to open. So here's what we got. This is everything that he won. He won a Mr. Terrific. That was the LE prize for release day for Rebirth. I'm gonna show you this, but I'm gonna open it in a second. You have an Avengers 60 Legacy card sealed. You have a Spider-Man Legacy card sealed. You won a map. You got the Ultron's Lair map. You got also Realm of Death indoor map, front and back side. I don't remember what's on the back side per se. Then you got all these legacy cards. You got I'm just not going to go over everyone. All these legacy cards from Avengers 60. We're going to open those real fast in just a minute. You got a Captain Avalon. You got, man, You just got a lot of stuff. How about that? Anyway, now I'm gonna call it out. I want everybody to. I want everybody. I'm kind of excited that somebody's finally won this. It's a pile. You got all of the Flash team up cards from Justice League Unlimited. You got a legacy card from Red Shift. Red Legacy card. You got a Wonder Woman legacy card. It's the one where they're riding the horse. You got another legacy card, Wonder Woman. It's the one from Unleashed, the first KC Wonder Woman. You got a Prime here. You got a Mad Thinker Prime. You got an Invisible Boy Super Rare from Future Foundation. Both those were. Then you got a complete set of JLU cards for Black Canary. You got from AVX, which is the best piece in that set, I think, was White Phoenix Hope. Then you've got a Vartox from Superman Wonder Woman. You got a Doctor Doom Legacy card from Fantastic Four storyline. You got an X-23 team up card. You got a Mole Man Legacy card, which is actually a good card. It was very desirable for a minute. Still fun to play with from Fantastic Four storyline. You got an Airwalker. I love that piece even way back in the day, so you might want to try that piece out. It's really good. Airwalker Legacy card. You got a Modam from Ultron. You got a Firelord Legacy card. You got a Murmasa Blade from Exosword storyline. You got a Doctor Doom Legacy card. You got a Star-Lord Chase from Guardians of the Galaxy movie. You got a Maelstrom from Super Rare from Captain America. Scarlet Witch Super Rare from Avengers. You got a Rival Prime from The Flash. You got a Destiny Legacy card. I'm out of breath. All right. You got a complete set of Batman team-up cards from Justice League Unlimited. You got a complete set of team-up cards from Martian Manhunter, Justice League Unlimited. You got a Lockjaw Super Rare. And I can't remember if that's Captain America Avengers or Black Panther. I think that's Black Panther in Illuminati. That symbol, I always forget which one it is. And then you got a Green Lantern, a complete set of Green Lantern team-up cards from Justice League Unlimited. This is the rest of the Flash. We already called that one out. Then you got a Dickon from Rise and Fall, an Emperor Vulcan from Rise and Fall, an Apocalypse Legacy card from Rise and Fall, and then you got a Griever Super Rare from Fantastic Four Future Foundation. That's a lot. Oh, and there's another thing. Oh, that's one of the Batman team ups. I don't think I called out. You also got a Famine, and you also got a Sheriff Whitechapel from Exoswords. Let's open up these legacy cards real fast. I hope that you get I hope the Spider-Man produces a Carnage. That would be really cool. So, Stiltman, you got a Stiltman legacy card. That's the first one. You got I'm going to do these kind of as fast as I can. You got, so this one, you got a team-up card, and you got a legacy card. So your team-up is Doom Supreme. Your legacy is Wasp. I wonder if we'll ever be able to top this much stuff again, because this was a lot of stuff. All right, so you got two here also. I wonder if I missed a card. No. So now you got Squirrel Girl Legacy card. You got Killmonger Team Up card. Then you got Ghost Goblin Team Up card. And I don't remember, did you win the Ghost Goblin? If you did, now you got the Team Up card to go with it. You got an Iron Man and War Machine legacy card. That's a good legacy card. Yeah, this is a lot of stuff. I wished I won it. All right, another Iron Man and War Machine legacy card. So you got something to trade. Then you got a Doom Supreme team up card. And then you got a Ghost Goblin team up card. And you got a Loki legacy card. While I'm doing this, guys, it'll be Monday before we ship out because I won't get this to the store in the morning. So it'll be Monday before we ship out. And if you didn't, all right, so you got a Punisher legacy card, and then you got an Iron Inquisitor team up card. If you didn't get my message earlier, I did leave a message saying that we shipped out late last week. My shipping manager was out due to wisdom teeth, and he didn't get back in till Wednesday. And as soon as he got back in, we shipped. All right, so this is from Spider-Man. So you only got the legacy card here, and then you got Frogman. I saw somebody recently in one of the state tournaments played a. His whole team was Frogman, so I thought that was pretty cool. Thor team up card, and this, in my opinion, is the best. I'm pretty sure. I think this is the best legacy card out of that set. Ultron, really good. That's a really good piece. It's a really good. I think you can build a really good team from that. So, congrats on all the stuff. Let me put all this stuff up. We will. Oh, here's one you missed. I don't know how I did that, but you also won Big Boss Hill Super Rare. As if you didn't already have enough. It's never enough. Always gotta have more plastic, more plastic. I don't care if I need it or not. I want more. I think the two things in this world that people want, no matter whether they got enough or not, is plastic HeroClix figures and dice. Those two things you never have enough of. All right, so let me check the chat, make sure there's anything that I can answer. All right, I want another Ghost Goblin. Holy crap, I did. I needed a team up. Stoked. All right, man, congrats. And I'm not going to start another bounty until next week. We've only got 5 boosters left, and we'll use the legacy card. I will tell you this. I will begin. You see all the stuff I put in there in the bounty. I will start the bounty off next week with something a little bit better than what I've been putting in. Let's leave it at that. I don't know what it's going to be. Oh yeah. The other thing, somebody said something about dice. You also got a pair of lucky dice. I didn't mention that, but that's part of it too. You got a pair of lucky dice, which maybe is the best prize in there. All right, so let's go to booster number 16. Bounty is not active right now. We will activate the beginning of next week. I have tomorrow. Didn't do it help us tonight, but I do have Avengers Forever booster bricks that are being delivered tomorrow. I'm going to save at least one of those for next week, and we will use Avengers Forever and something else next week. And I will start off with something. Start the bounty off next week with something a little bit better than normal. Meaning it's going to be. It'll be something good. I just don't know what it is yet. I'll figure it out before the stuff, and it'll be something good. You never know what it's going to be. All right, so we got another super rare. We got Moonstone. We got Hulk rare. We got the Leader uncommon, Vision common, Black Widow common. We're still looking for our first chase for tonight, so I hope we pull that. There's been a few occasions where we've not pulled a chase at all. I don't like that, but it does happen. But I like pulling chases. I know you guys like me pulling chases. All right, so now we're going to booster number 17. Booster 17. Come on, we need some chases. Need a chase. We haven't pulled a prime out of here yet. We pulled an Iron Spider Prime. Is the best piece we pulled so far out of Spider-Man. And we haven't pulled a prime or a chase out of here yet. So let's do. Alright, so we got Abomination, Rare, Jocasta Uncommon, Misty Knight Uncommon, Captain America Common, and Monica Chain Common. Also tonight, if you guys please check your private messages. I know I've had some people that are a little, what I would say is a little overdue in paying for their boosters. I don't mind going a week or two, but I've had some people not pay that are a little bit past that, and I've asked you guys to pay, and I really just would appreciate it if you go ahead and pay for your boosters. All right, so now we got booster number 18. I do this on good faith that you guys are going to pay me. It's one thing I do like about the Whatnot app over the Auxit app is that when you bid on something, they take your money directly from your account right then, and you don't really have any say so in it. So I get my money right off the bat. It's connected to your accounts are connected to your Whatnot accounts are connected to your bank or your form of payment. Black Panther Common, Monica Chain Common, Ultron Drone Common, Hulk Uncommon, and Falcon Rare. So it doesn't work that way on Auxit. When you win something, you're supposed to pay for it, but you can pay for it afterwards, and you can also group things together. And I don't mind you doing that, but again, it's all on. I'm trusting in you guys and giving the faith that the HeroClix community is always going to pay me. So there is, in a roundabout way, there is some risk on that if somebody doesn't pay. I know that everybody always pays if they win a chase or something, but sometimes if you don't do so good, you still should pay. Black Panther Common, Winter Soldier Common, Captain Marvel Common. This is Booster 19. We got, and just so you know, and we got a Hellcat Uncommon, and then we got a Militant Rare. So this last booster, I think there's going to be something good in it. I think at least it's super rare. I'm hoping it's a Chaser Prime. I'm actually going to be very disappointed if it's not a Chaser Prime. So let's see what happens. All right. Okay. Well, we didn't get the chase, guys. I didn't get the chase I'd like to see. But we did get something, and I don't think it's the most desirable thing. I think a Hulk Prime is what everybody would like to pull. I've got an Iron Man Prime. That's the pull for this. Grandmaster Uncommon, Bats, Ant-Man, and Bowman Commons. So that's it for tonight. Other HeroClix news that I would like to go over that maybe you guys did or did not hear. I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but we know that we got Notorious coming up in about a month, and in October they're following that up with Wheels Spirit. What is it called? Spirit of Vengeance. That'll be the next set coming out, but there's only going to be it's going to be back-to-back months. I don't know how many weeks are separated from it, but it will be back-to-back months. I don't really like sets to release that close together, but it is what it is. It's happened before. Frankly, this has been, right now, is the longest lull that I can remember in a long time between sets, meaning from Avengers 60's release to Notorious. And frankly, I've kind of enjoyed it. I mean, I kind of like to see a set get used and relax and not worry about the next thing and spending money and blah, blah, blah. I know everybody's excited about Notorious. I am. I know it's going to be a big set. But, man, I wish that I just think it maybe is a little bit too close together. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's just me. I would rather, I think like every 2 months is like a good pace, something like that. But, Whiz Kids, sometimes what they do doesn't have rhyme or reason, but at least not to us, but it does to them. it is what it is. So we'll make good. The next two sets, I am looking forward to. I just wish they were spread out a little bit more. Next week again, we'll start all over with the bounty. I will start it off with my normal legacy card and throwing in some prizing. I am going to pick something a little bit better than I normally put in. Not that I put anything bad in. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be, let's just say it's have a little bit more value. We'll start off with something with a little bit more value. And I don't know what it's going to be. It could be anything from a rock map to a good super rare. I don't think I'm going to put a chase in, but it'll be something good. So you guys I'll announce it before we start, so just be looking for that. It could even be something signed, not by me, but by somebody else. Who knows? I'll come up with something. So that's it for me tonight. You guys, if you have questions, ask them now. I'll answer them right away. I'm looking at the HeroClix Cafe. I'm also looking on Facebook. If you have something you want to ask me or something you want to say, please do so now. I see a few people. Well, somebody says do the rock map. It might be. It could be. That could very well happen. So you guys, and if I do a rock map, if I do that, I will make sure that it is a modern age map, one that you can play with right now, not one of the older maps. I'm not saying that I'm doing that. I don't know yet. I have to think about it. I might even get something. Who knows? Maybe I come back with something from Gen Con. Never know. But it'll be something. It'll be something cool. So anybody got anything they want to say? Give you just a minute or two more. Without nobody's asking me anything. So guys, again, we'll be shipping on Monday, not tomorrow, because I'll be traveling. And I hope you guys, if any of you guys happen to go to Gen Con, I see you there. I know Aaron was talking to me from Gen Con. And we will, anyway, I'll see you there. Anybody that was tuning in. Other than that, I'll see you when I get back. And I'll have a report next week on Gen Con. And more HeroClix news. I'm always busy doing something. I'm here lately. I've been talking to I was hoping George was going to be on tonight, but I didn't see him. I need to talk to him because I'm doing something with him in the Philippines. And I'm doing something also in Australia. I'm helping them launch a tournament, and always something going on. For those that don't know, there's a regional coming up at the end of this month in North Carolina. A rock regional. It'll be at Comic Dimension. Chris Gordon will be running it. Aaron, if you're still here, remind me. I need to talk to you about judge tests. Being asked about that again, and we'll see what we want to do about it. We'll have a little bit of a chat. But anyway, if you're interested, if you want to play HeroClix and you're anywhere around North Carolina at the end of the month, there will be a rock regional with lots of prizes and battle royals going on there. All right. Good night, everybody. Y'all have a good one.